What does it mean to be recognized as one of the better receivers in a conference that had some pretty good ones?
It's pretty honorable just to get announced in front of the whole conference, along with some of my other teammates. But it's just a great accomplishment, and that's what I think you play college football for.
With you guys, you're just talking. We talked to you after the game Saturday, and you get to play Fresno State again. What has it been like this week? With that game maybe pushing you guys a little bit extra, I don't know. What has this week been like for you guys?
It's just been like a big teaching moment. We went back and watched the film and saw how many errors we actually made. We didn't think we made as many as we did, but film doesn't lie. And we corrected that first before we got started in our week, and then we started on our new prep on Tuesday.
So after the game, you didn't feel like you guys made that many mistakes when you watched the film? You realized you did?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Coach Hill was saying, that he expects you guys to be a little ticked off this week. Just bigger chip than normal because you hadn't lost in 2 months, and here you are also playing the same team again. Do you feel that? Do you feel like there's an edge to this team this week?
Yeah, I definitely think there's an edge. You usually don't get to play people again that you lose to until the next year, and the fact that we get to play them back to back is definitely a chip on our shoulder that we lost the first time, and also knowing that it was a rivalry between Boise State and Fresno. So I think definitely we'll come out with more energy this time.
Well, what does it do for your preparation when you're not just watching film? You also can know what you lined right up against those guys, that defense. What does that do for you guys this week where you're watching film, but you also have that firsthand experience so fresh from playing them last week?
I think it just makes you go a little bit harder. You know what to expect, so now you're going to try to separate yourself even more than you did the previous week. And I think that's just the biggest difference of how much you can separate from week to week.
You made that comment after the game that you didn't feel like they stopped you, that you stopped yourselves. Did you feel that way even more after watching the film?
Yeah, just watching the film, like how many offensive errors we made, how many self-inflicted penalties we made. Definitely, I feel like we stopped ourselves. Their front seven is good, like I said, at the last game, and they're still going to be good this game. So we have to come out ready, prepared more than we did last game.
What do you guys need to do better, do you feel like, in the past game? You guys were still pretty efficient, but what do you feel like maybe you guys are going to have to do better that you noticed?
Just catch the balls when they're thrown to us. We had a few drops in the game, and then just being able to be there for Rippon and Cozart, just to catch the ball for them whenever they need us to.
With you guys kind of mentioned that motivational aspect. How much has that entered your minds a little bit? The fact that you mentioned it. You get a chance to play them again right after losing. And you would have had to wait till maybe next November to play them normally.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of energy out of practice, knowing that we could have done something different in the game if we would have just had a few adjustments. But just getting out there just to play for a championship, that's the drive that we need. We don't really care who the opponent is at the end of the day. We're just happy that our goal that we put in the front of the season is in place for us right now. And
we asked Alexander about it yesterday, and he said he's never won a championship, and you've made it well known that you've never won one. So,
yeah.
So how much of a push is that?
Definitely a push. We're talking about today, like I've never won one, let alone I've never even been to one. So just finding out that we're going to play in it, that was the first accomplishment. And now that we actually get to go out there and play on it this Saturday, we'll definitely be eager to get out there.
How is this week just a little bit different? There's nothing to worry about next week. This is the last game that is on the schedule until the bowl game, but that's weeks away. So is this week any different at all for you guys?
I think it's different because obviously we're playing for a conference title. That's always different. It's just not like a regular season game. But yeah, coaches always say this is the last game. Put all your marbles on the table. This is the last one that really counts, and this is just for the trophy of the whole conference.
Yeah, there's a couple times last game where, and he's done it actually throughout the season, but Brett kind of has this little element to his game where he's a little more mobile, it seems, this year. And Coach Harsin says he likes when he gets vertical. I don't know if you just what do you see out of Brett when he does that, and do you ever, are there ever any jokes there or anything like that?
No, there's not really any jokes. I kind of clowned on him for not scoring and getting stopped at the 2, but that was about it. But it's just good to know that like when we're not open or it's too many people in coverage, he can easily take off running. And I think that's just expanding his game, which is helping him grow a lot. And it's just really funny on film to see him run, but that's about it.
You guys got a lot more guys in the wide receiver position that are making plays lately that may have struggled earlier in the season. Is there something you can point at that was the big turnaround for these guys?
I think just the confidence of the coaches believing in every one of the receivers to go out there and do it, and then giving them their opportunity. Even once they failed, then they gave them another opportunity, which gave the everybody in the room the ability to know that they're going to get their chance. And I just feel like everybody just came together, and we all started making plays together, and that brings the team up.